Allah is performed is called Samakhana. Samakhana consists of a part assigned to the visitors, Zuwa Mashkura, a part assigned for musicians and reciters, Mutribhana, the noble area, Maidan-i-Sharif, in which Sama is performed, a place where the Imam stands, Mihrab, and the table, Kursi, of Mathnawi, where dervishes gather and recite the Mathnawi. Mawlawi Muqabala is performed on Kandil days. It used to be performed on certain nights called Ihya in the past. These sacred nights are the night of birth, Mawlid, which is accepted as the night on which our Holy Prophet was born on 12th Rabi al-Awwal, Raghaib, which is the first Friday night of Rajab in lunar calendar. The night of Ascension, Miraj, on the 27th night of Rajab, Baraha, which is the 5th Shawawan, and the night of power, Qadir, on the 27th Ramadan. Also a day before the Eid of Ramadan and Eid Adha. Mawlawi Muqabala is performed after the noon, Zuhr, and night prayers, Isha, on these days. There are certain types of garments and clothes peculiar to Mawlawi order, as in the other orders. As an exemplary figure not only in his own era but also in the future, Maulana Jalal al-Din Rumi did not assume any specific clothing. The garments of Sama and the Mawlawis, those were assigned in a certain manner, have various meanings. Arakiya. After the Muhib, literally lover, completes the first phase of his initiation in Mawlawi order. He wears a white cap made of felt. Arakiya symbolizes attaining a certain degree or rank within the order, or the Dargah, and is given by the Shaykh during the ceremony called Takbir Lama. In turn, Muhibs are given Sikha, following Arakiya in accordance with their level of spiritual training. Sikha. Sikha may refer to a sign, mark, principle, honorific title and rule. It also refers to brown and honey-coloured cap made of felt and worn by Mawlawi dervishes. We can talk about three kinds of sikhas in Mawlawi tradition. Kullahi Tabarruk. trusted cap is worn temporarily. It is given to those who are inclined and show interest towards Malawi order on some important days, such as Ihya, revitalization, so as to create an affinity in their hearts. Kolahi Irada. This type of cap is given to those who fulfill their duties properly, and also to those initiates who complete tasks such as that of Mathba. In fact, dervishes wear it until their death, and these kullahs are buried with their dead bodies. Kullai Hilafa. A sikha with special dastar worn by the Caliph, who holds the highest rank in Malawi order. Dastar. Dastar means the turban wrapped around a sikha. Malawis call it dastar rather than sarik, that is turban. Chalabis and Kalafas use duhani, that is dark purple dastar. The shape and the colour of dastar wrapped around sikha denote different meanings. We can see different examples of dastars in the cemeteries of Malawis. Istiwa. Istiwa is defined as perfectness, kamal, in Mathnawi. It is the form of a straight line and strip. Those who become Shahi or Caliph are given sikhas with istiwa stripe during a ceremony. Tanura. The tanura is worn under the khirkas by Malawi dervishes. It symbolizes dying before death. Furthermore, the khirka symbolizes the shroud of a dervish. During the samar, the body, tan, wears the light, nur. And thus this garment is called tanura, as a reference to the body that wear light, tanur. An 8 centimetre thick woolen stripe is sewn at the end of tanura so as to enable it opening properly during the samar. Moreover, the initiates in the kitchen wear a black or dark brown tanura of service. Its skirt is narrower than that of the tamar sanure. It is rather short and extends to the wrist. Alifin Ahmad, Alpha Namad, Aleri Named. Namad means felt. Alifa is derived from ulfa, which means familiarity. It is a kind of cloth belt in which a thin piece of felt is placed. Dastagul. Dastagul is worn over the tanura. It is made of thin cloth, mostly white in colour. Dastagul extends to alifinamed that is on the level of waist. It is quite tight so as to cover the body entirely. Resim Kirka. It is usually worn together with a sikka. The lower and upper parts have the same breadth. It is a dark kirka that extends to the wrist. As the dervish stands for Samar and takes his kirka off, it symbolizes resurrection and leaving for the external realm. After completing the chilai in a cell, the dervish is initiated by the sheikh and he is worn resim kheka, together with takbirs, saying Allah is the greatest, as an expression of submission accompanied with prayers, gurbang and ceremonies. The kheka from the outside. It has no neckbands. The sleeves are a little bit larger than that of a jacket. The upper and lower parts are of equal breadth, and it is designed straight. It extends to the wrist without narrowing. Shalwar. It has a large crotch. It is a kind of trousers that extends to the wrist. It has various styles. Alifi has a half crotch and the lower part is narrow. There are also other styles of shalwars, such as mabiyu and khadi. Kushak. It is approximately 4 inches. It's made of an embroidered or plain cloth. It is a kind of belt worn around the waist over a shalwar or tanura. Shoes, mash. There are not any specific shoes. Samar is practiced with barefoot as well as with leather socks. Mash. As a reflection of a hadith, saying of the Prophet, "Die before you die," the khurka of Molawi is his or her grave. Tanura is his, her shroud, and Sikha is his, her tombstone. On that very day or night, the functionary Meydan Jedede enters the Samakhana before the prayer time, takes the red sheepskin post for the sheikh, which is laid on the floor in the opposite direction. He then puts sheepskin on his left shoulder and goes to the sheikh's residence to get his permission for the samar. After having the sheikh's permission granted, one of the dervishes announces the time for prayer at the corridor in which the cells are located. Hearing this proclamation, the dervishes have their ablutions, wudu, hold their tanuras, which are folded on the opposite side, and kneel down towards Qibla. Then they recite the Surah Al-Ikhlas 3 times and Al-Fatiha once. After the call for prayer, Al-Adhan, Meydan Jadede, or another dervish whom was chosen by Meydan Jadede, opens the doors of the cells one by one, saying Yahu in a bass tone. They enter Shamakhana, literally the place of hearing, after this invitation. The nearest place to the Sheikh sheepskin is the highest one in Malawi hierarchy. New initiates generally stand near the door. Those who stand near the other door are the new dervishes who, in a certain sense, represent the alphabet of Malawi school. I was raw, I was cooked, then I burned. Inspired by Rumi himself. They attained this truth in the kitchen, matbah. The Shaykh goes directly to the sheepskin prayer mat and begins praying the Sunnah prayer. Meantime, everybody there wears their khirkhas and walks to the middle of Samakhana. All dervishes begin prayer. The prayer is performed as it is performed in a mosque.